Salute to Knicks Nation. Rise and shine. Good morning. 8 a.m. on the East Coast. CP from KnicksFanTV. Number one show for Knicks fans, for the fans, by the fans. Hit that subscribe button below wherever you guys are watching. Just wanted to do a quick live just to touch on the events that happened last night. As you guys are aware, looks like Kevin Durant tore his Achilles in last night's Game 5 NBA Finals game between the Warriors and the Raptors. As you see here in the video, he's down clutching his Achilles. He was later seen walking out on crutches. The Warriors GM, Bob Myers, has confirmed it is an Achilles injury, and they do fear that the MRI is going to show that he tore it. And you can kind of see his calf kind of just pop, right there, man. My immediate reaction is that this is tough. This is tough for KD, first and foremost. Forget about the Knicks for a minute. Let's focus on Kevin Durant, who did all that he could to come back for his team. His team was down 3-1, came into the game, guns blazing, gung-ho, ready to put on a show for his team. Immediately goes 3 for 3 from the field, torching everybody. And to see him go down like this, man, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Just think about the pressure that he was under to come back. Think about the pressure that he is experiencing with all the free agency hoopla. I mean, if we take a step back and put ourselves in the shoes of these athletes, I mean, it's almost like they live in a box. Even when he's walking out, I mean, the media coverage, cameras all over him. You never get a private moment. This is terrible, man. This injury last night is going to change his career potentially. It's going to change the league. It's a domino effect, man. There's going to be a domino effect. I saw that the GM is taking the blame. I did see that. I don't know. I don't know who to blame. I'm not trying to blame anybody because I wasn't there. We weren't there. We don't know. They claim he was cleared. And here he is walking out on the crutches. They claim he was cleared. So, I don't think he would have rushed out there if he wasn't ready to go. But these things happen. These things happen. I have no idea who to blame. I have no idea who to blame. So I wouldn't even speculate. This kind of reminds me of the Grant Hill injury. Remember the Grant Hill injury? Remember when I believe it was Pistons versus Heat, and Grant Hill had that chronic ankle situation that he was dealing with, and there was speculation that he was kind of pressured to play on that ankle, and he was never the same again. He was never the same again. So it kind of reminds me of that Grant Hill injury. The pressure to win. You saw it tonight. You saw it last night, man. The pressure to win. And this is what happens, So praise up for KD, man. I hope everything works out for him. This is tough, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Somebody said, am I on vacation? Nah, I got to get to work. But I wanted to jump on, do a quick live. We're going to come back on tonight. Get your guys' opinions on everything. How you guys feel about it. And in terms of what it means for us, I mean, listen, man. We spoke last night about the AD trade. We spoke about potentially chasing Kawhi and KD and all that, man. I don't know. To be honest, I just feel like there's a domino effect that kind of started from the Kyrie news earlier this week to the AD trade being so complex for us to make to now this KD stuff. I think, right now I would say just stick with the youth movement, man. I think just stick with the youth movement. I think this may be, the right direction that we need, man. This may be the right direction. Just stick with the youth movement. Start fresh. Fly under the radar. Maybe KD opts into his deal. He's got a $31+ million deal with the Dubs. Maybe it's best for him to just opt into that deal, rehab, under the radar. 2020, we'll see what happens. Maybe a team does a rental on AD like Toronto did with Kawhi Leonard, and maybe he becomes available 2020. For now, I'm saying stick with the young guys, man. Let's just stick with the plan. I feel like we got a great thing going here. We don't need to bring any more pressure in here. Let Kyrie go to Brooklyn. Let them have Jimmy Butler, whoever they want to have. That's fine. Let's just continue to build. We hope KD's all right. It's not just about us. It's a guy whose career is on the line, whose career is going to be impacted. But for me right now, as we spoke about last night, let's just stick with the youth build. But anyway, tomorrow night, we will have Ian Begley on the show. I still hope so, Given what just happened, I hope, he might be tied up with other things. But so far, we have confirmed Ian Begley will be on the show tomorrow night, Wednesday, 8 p.m. So make sure you guys join. I'll read some comments from the chat. Shout out everybody in the chat, man, wherever you guys are at. Salute to Knicks Nation today. Eric Jr. says all facts. 0.5 salute Ian Begley. Stop for dime. Bless up. Stop for morning. Chris Norman says stick with the youth. Stephen Weeks accumulate assets via trading the pick or RJ no long-term deals. Coach C says I've been saying the timeline doesn't fit. Yeah, the timeline doesn't fit, man. The timeline doesn't fit. Alex says Frank probably stays now. Moutier resigns. Alex, you're trying to upset the Knicks fans this morning on the East Coast, man. You're in the middle of the day in Ireland, man. That's something to say in the middle of the day. Some people just waking up. That's a nightmare scenario to some. CP the artist, you got to call in tonight, man. We got to talk tonight because they were killing you. They were killing you just 2 days ago. They were killing the CP the artist 2 days ago when he did think it was an Achilles injury. I don't want to be gleeful for him that he was right, but here we are. Here we are, man. So that's it. I got to get out of here. We'll catch up tonight. I'll probably launch it up maybe about 8, 9 o'clock tonight Eastern. Just stay tuned for that. But, yeah, that's just my immediate reaction, man. I feel terrible for KD. I don't know who to blame on the Warriors. I'm not here for that. That's their internal, situation that they have to deal with. I have no idea what happened there. Clearly, he looked like he was good to go. He was certainly ready to go and ride out for his team. And listen, he set the tone for them. And the Warriors came in. They got the game that they needed to win. The series is still on and popping, but last night overall, it was just a very weird vibe to the game from start to finish. Referees were all over the place. I don't know what the hell they were looking at half the time. Game ended kind of funny. Everything was just kind of off. So that's my take, man. Rest up, KD. Praise up, KD. We hope there isn't any long-term ramifications here, but let's face it, man. The league was put on notice. The league has forever changed from last night on. And I think from a Knicks standpoint, stay the course. I think all signs are pointing to stay the course and just keep building with our youth movement, man. It's funny how these things work. It's kind of like life, man. Sometimes you plan things, and you get thrown a curveball, and things don't always work out the way you expect it to work out. So this is just one of those things, man. As the world turns for the Knicks, man. So anyway, like I said, tomorrow night, Ian Begley. Tonight we'll go live. We'll go live for a little bit, take your phone calls and reactions to this. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.